Buying a home in Orlando in 2023 may be a little trickier than it's been in years past. In this video, I'll give you 6 tips for buying a home in Orlando in 2023. Determine your monthly budget. It's important to figure out how much you want to spend on your new home. I would recommend reaching out to a mortgage lender sooner than later. I've had some clients in the past that want to wait to speak to a mortgage lender until they're ready to actually put an offer on a home, and I completely understand that. But with the home interest rates being so unpredictable and fluctuating so much, I think talking to a professional sooner than later makes sense. A mortgage lender will be able to help you identify programs and products that might fit your home buying goals. When talking with a mortgage lender, find out the dollar amount of your monthly mortgage payment that you're comfortable with. This will help us later on in the buying process. You'll want to have the lender run multiple scenarios, like if the community has an HOA fee, CDD, what does your payment look like, including different ranges of taxes? What does your monthly payment look like if interest rates rise or fall in the near future? All that kind of stuff. You just want to lock in and figure out what is your payment going to be. All of this will help you determine the home that is the best fit for you. And here's a bonus tip. Bank or mortgage broker. When looking to get a mortgage, some people may go to their bank for a loan, which is logical, right? You already have a relationship with them, so it makes sense. Many professionals, aka mortgage brokers and realtors, will tell you to stay away from big banks and go with a mortgage broker. They'll tell you that the banks can take a while to close, 45 days or more, and that they'll deny your loan for any small reason, which isn't wrong in my experience. A mortgage broker works with multiple lending institutions and can find you the best rate. In my opinion, I don't think it really matters if you choose a bank or a mortgage broker. They just have to be able to close the deal. I've had wonderful and horrible experiences with both banks and mortgage brokers. It comes down to the individual. So doing research on their track record by looking at their reviews online can be helpful. You can also talk to your real estate agent and see if there's any banks or mortgage brokers that they've had bad experiences with in the past. Find out exactly what kind of home you're looking for sooner than later. Orlando has a wide variety of homes available, from new construction, resales, condos, townhomes, resort-style communities, and more. Figuring out exactly what you're looking for sooner in the process will make for a smoother transaction. In Orlando, there are so many different options, it can be hard to narrow things down. You might find it helpful to write down your absolute must-haves, but be careful. If you write down too many things, it may be difficult to actually find a home that exists that has everything on your must-have list. Pick a specific location in Orlando where you want to live. The Orlando metro area is huge. It includes 6 counties. In the past, I've found that clients that are open to any area in Orlando will stress themselves out trying to look for homes. I had a client before that was open to anywhere in Orlando, and one time we went from one side of Orlando to the other and saw a bunch of houses in between. They were absolutely exhausted and even more confused than when they started. If you're able to explore Orlando, try to spend some time in each area that you're interested in. Try to visualize what it would look like for you to live in that area. What are the pros and cons? You might find yourself in between a few areas, which is absolutely fine. You just want to narrow down your locations as best as you can. Where are you thinking of moving in Orlando? Let us know in the comments. If you're enjoying the video so far, a like and comment really helps me out. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. If you are a subscriber, I really appreciate your support. Thanks. Oh, and if we haven't met yet, I'm Dan Ganator, a real estate agent in Orlando. If you have any questions about Orlando real estate or are looking for an agent, my contact information is in the description. Also in the description is my list of preferred properties that are currently for sale in Orlando. Have a team of professionals that you can rely on. If you haven't already, you'll want to choose your mortgage lender, real estate agent, and a home insurance company. Having people that you can rely on for guidance and advice is very important in the home buying process, especially now with so many things changing in Orlando real estate over the past few years. We already talked about the importance of a mortgage lender. When you're ready to start house hunting, you'll want to get pre-approved by your lender, so when you find a house you like, you'll be prepared to make an offer. Also, finding a real estate agent that can help guide you through the process is very important. Now, of course, I'm going to say that because I'm a real estate agent, right? But It really can be a complicated process. I know some people prefer to go to open houses or work with the listing agent of the home that they want to purchase. I understand why someone may want to take that approach, but I think it makes sense to develop a relationship with one real estate agent so then they can get to know your needs and help guide you through the buying process from the beginning of your real estate search to the closing of your home. And really after that as well. I like to tell my clients that after closing, it doesn't end our relationship. I'm there as a resource if anything comes up. And something always comes up, right? I also think it's important to find a home insurance company when you're looking for a home in Orlando. Trying to obtain homeowners insurance in Florida has gotten more and more difficult recently. There's some new legislation that's been passed recently, and honestly, the whole homeowners insurance thing can get confusing. Having a home insurance company that you can get quotes from and asking questions about particular homes that you want to make an offer on can be really helpful. The insurance company can let you know how old the roof can be and if there are any particular things in the house that will make getting an insurance policy more expensive or impossible. Consider the condition of the home when making an offer. Since you're buying at potentially the top of the market and with interest rates being higher than they've been in recent years, it makes sense to really do your due diligence and pick the home that makes the most sense for you. Some things to consider when making an offer is the condition of the home, how long has the home been on the market, and what's the fair market price for that home. Your real estate agent can do a comp or a comparative market analysis, and you can also go on Zillow, Realtor.com, or any of those kinds of websites and find homes that have recently sold in the area of the home you're thinking of purchasing. See if there are any homes your agent didn't include in their analysis and find out why. With the market being how it is, I think it's so important to make sure you're buying a home at a price that makes sense for you. With the condition of the home, some of the things I really pay attention to are the age of the major systems like the HVAC and the roof. Having an older roof could make it difficult to obtain insurance or could increase the amount of money you have to pay for insurance. In Florida, we use the AC a lot, so having a reliable HVAC system is super important. Some other things I pay attention to are things that could raise the cost of insurance, like the electrical panel being Federal Pacific and the pipes being polybutylene. Both of these items are known to fail and break, so insurance companies will make you pay a premium if you have any of these items in your home. There are some other items too, but usually they can't be found until you do an inspection, like aluminum wiring. The inspection period is your time to do your due diligence. How long the inspection period is determined by the contract you and the seller agreed upon. It's usually 5 to 10 days. During the inspection period, you get an inspection, of course. You'll hire an inspector. There are all kinds of inspection add-ons you can get. By talking with your mortgage lender, real estate agent, and home insurance company, you can find out which inspections are recommended. If there are any items found in the inspection that you'd like to get fixed, you can negotiate with the seller. Because the market has softened a little bit, sellers seem to be more willing to address issues that are found during the inspection. At the height of the market, it used to be more difficult to have any negotiating power. Now buyers have more power to have any issues addressed. Some sellers are starting to see that the housing market has shifted and it's not as easy to sell your home anymore. During the inspection period, I recommend going by the neighborhood your potential new home is in at different times of the day and different days of the week. This will give you an idea of what your neighbors are like. I know someone who bought a home in an area where it's quite common for people to have parties in their garage on the weekends, so if that's not something you're into, it might be a good thing to find out. If the community you're buying a home in has an HOA, the inspection period is a great time to be able to research the HOA. Go over all the documents. I know it's a pain, but it's important. And talk to the community manager to make sure this community is the right fit for you. During your inspection period, if you find out that you don't want to purchase the home, typically you can cancel the contract and get your escrow money back. I say typically because the Florida purchase contract that most people use is standardized, but there could be individual situations where the terms are different. Buying a home in a competitive and unpredictable real estate market can be challenging, but by following these tips and working with the right professionals, you can increase your chances of finding and successfully purchasing your dream home in Orlando in 2023. Is it a good time to buy a home in Orlando? Check out this video to find out, or this playlist about different parts of Orlando. My contact information is in the description if you have any real estate questions or if you need an agent. Thanks for watching.